Hi, good morning everybody. I'm back out here today. Don't have my videographer with me, so it's just me in the car. But you can see we made a lot of progress. Got the frame mostly stripped down. Still got to get the differential out there, the rear spring. And this whole setup is rusted so bad it makes it very difficult. The, I guess you call them trailing arms, or these arms over there. Forgive me, Corvette guys, for not calling it the proper name, but I'm learning as I go. But that one is rusted, got several rust holes, so to eliminate trying to get that bolt out, I am just going to cut it right there. I'm going to cut that right in two. So yeah, here we go. Well, that was actually pretty easy. When you put a new blade, metal cutting blade in that Sawzall, it's pretty amazing how fast it goes. But yeah, really all I have left to do is to pull the spring and the differential out and then start cutting this rear part up for the scrap guy. Again, this front half, I'm gonna hang on to it for a little bit. If any of you guys see this video and you're interested in parts of this front of the frame, I will tell you that the frame horns are rusted. There's some bubbling and stuff in between layers here, so I don't want to mislead anybody. This front end from the in front of the cross member here in the middle to just up to the front horns actually is in great shape. No rust holes, very little pitting actually. If anybody's interested, let me know. So on this rear end, we have a couple bolts on each side of the housing right there. They look like they should come off pretty easy. We've got 4 bolts down through these 2 holes, but I already have 2 of them removed. These should come up pretty easy. I believe I'm going to remove the spring from the rear end. And if you look right here, you got 4 bolts holding that in. They look like they should come out. There's some grease on them. So yeah, let's get after this thing. Now let's see how easy these bolts come out. Actually, pretty easy, but you can see here there's some grease on the bolt, so very helpful. There's more to go. I don't want that spring to hit me in the foot. I've placed the jack under the rear end, and I have, looks like 4 or 5 bolts. The 2 on the other side are out of the front portion. Got 2 in the back, so let's go after it. So let's just do this. Okay. Came off pretty good. These bolts, old rusty bolts stuck in my socket again. So it looks like this bolt should come out. Say that. Let's get my brass hammer so I don't mess up the thread, even though I'm not going to say that, do it. That's in there. Very interesting. Very difficult. Let's get a punch. See if I can punch that thing out of there. I don't know if it's the weight of the rear end or it's just the bolts all rusted. Probably the latter. Wow. Don't know what's going on, folks. That bolt is not coming out of there. I don't think it's threaded really. But I'm going to try to screw it out, see if that works. Nope. Well, yeah. Dang, Tina. Thing was in there. Some weight on there. Can't tell. You really can't tell. Came out of there. Just rusted a little bit. So it looks like I got 2 more bolts and this thing ought to fall and break my foot. So we're ready to go. There's one. There's 2, it didn't fall. That's a good thing. Hopefully I can let it down. Go down slow. Here we go. Okay. What's that? Well, I got it out of there without smashing my toes. That's a good thing. Well, what I'm going to do here is take a couple more brackets. I'm going to take the 3rd member forward bracket off. It looks like it's not rusted. It's in good shape. Someone might be able to use that. I'm going to take this rear training mount off because I think someone could use that. This lever for the emergency brake. Try to cut that off, see what I can do. I really think that's the only thing left on this frame that's valuable at all. So, all right, and then we're going to start cutting it up. So I'm not going to bore you guys with the slow motion, or I should say I'll do a lapse time cutting it up. I won't do regular speed. So here we go. I got the frame stripped out. So what I'm going to do now is start cutting the back of this up piece by piece so it's easier for my scrap guy to get it in this pickup truck. So I'm going to put it on a lapse time. You guys don't want to see me doing a bunch of sawzalling, so let's go. Okay, folks, I'm going to cut this last section off. And like I said, if anybody's interested in the front half, just give me a shout, give me a comment. I'm going to save it for 3 or 4 weeks and then maybe advertise it, but if it doesn't go, I'm going to scrap it. You guys can just see how bad this frame was. There's holes like this everywhere in it, except for this front half.